Well, good evening guys, and welcome back to the channel. Spent the last day or so once again bimbling up the Portuguese coastline, and as you can see, the coastline continues to deliver. So from the coastline we then came inland to visit the palace at Mafra. Unfortunately, someone didn't check that the palace is actually closed on a Tuesday.
It is meant to be quite impressive from its size. Apparently it's a 2k walk to get all the way around it, with an amazing library being the best part. Never mind, we got to see the outside of it last night, and that was actually pretty spectacular as well. And there was no one else there, so it was lovely. It was really tranquil.
But that's not even slightly important. What is important is look what I found. Oh, do you remember these from last week? And the good thing about the train being delayed, we got very nice coconut and milk, yeah?
Coconut and milk.
And what's
Brigadeiro.
it?
Brigadeiro. The name is Brigadeiro.
That damn good. Oh. And so this morning, Nicola had a little bit of work to do. But before we left, somebody had a little bit of a jealous green eye.
Whilst I had my bran flakes, next door they've literally got a whole buffet table laid out. Meats, cheese, I can see marmalades, all sorts of things. It's like being in a 5-star hotel over there.
But do they have yellow gloves hanging where you're having your breakfast? I think not.
She's even got a pipette. What on earth has she got a pipette for?
You saw her a couple of years ago in Spain. She was actually glaring at someone's food through binoculars.
I don't need a TV.
Yeah.
I can just watch other people.
Nicola likes the neb, especially when food's involved. Food and dogs. Dogs eating food, poof, off the scale.
And they've got multi-jams.
Who needs a TV when you've got neighbours in the van?
And that's why neighbours in the van
Keep your blinds shut.
have got curtains.
And just before we go, there is a nice, really easy boardwalk walk to the next village you can do along the beach.
So we're going to enjoy sunset, and then we shall catch up again later on tomorrow, when once again we're pushing further north. I'm not jealous, you're jealous. So we brought ourselves into Obidos, and Nicola kept going on about walking the castle walls. I was like, nah, not that fussed. Went and sat down. Next thing, she's running after me going, come, come, come. Because you might notice, yeah, there's no safety barrier on the left-hand side. Should make it for a fun walk. This is the easiest part. Look at how confident she is as she's walking. Oh good, just don't look to the left. It is quite bizarre that they haven't put anything up. I guess we're all for authenticity, but how's it going?
I'm not enjoying this. I'm not enjoying this.
You're kind of swinging from one bit of brick to the next like Spider-Woman. No excuses for not having clean roofs in this village. We're going up, with Nicola still hugging the inside lane.
Oh my word.
Don't look behind you, that's for sure.
No, don't. Keep going, come on.
Let's keep right up. A rather nice house and garden down here. Only problem is, with everyone walking past, Naked Thursdays are out the window. I actually thought for a minute that was Nicola actually screaming.
That was scary.
Oh,
Oh, flipping heck.
I think that's more your sign, isn't it? Okay, so continuing on the food thing that I missed out on so badly in Lisbon. This is a pastel de bacalhau, which I think is what they would have in the afternoon, that sort of midday lunch. So apparently it's a cheesy fish cakey thing. So oh, look at that bad boy.
I'm not quite sure about that.
The bacalhau is the salted cod. So, an acquired taste. Let's find out. Oh, that's good. Oh, that is good. Well, that was very nice. Two things. There's still bones in it, and big bones at that. And two, I don't think my cheese oozed as much as the marketing material suggested it would. Nicola, however, was not a fan. Speaking of which, I seem to have lost her to the lure of shops. Oh. Apparently you're supposed to have it with a glass of port as well, but I'm going to keep my port experience to Porto itself. But yeah, that was quite nice. Just a little bit less bones and a little bit more cheese.
You can always shop.
That is us now making our way back to the van. We were very tempted to stay there, not least because all the food was tempting us in.
Amazing.
That last place where we showed you the picture of that had some, and the prices actually weren't
really good.
Weren't that bad. But we are going to push on. Now the other thing about coming to Obidos is there is a free air during the day, and actually very reasonable. It's only €6 to stay overnight, and that includes your services, and it's not even a 10-minute walk into the village. So that's where we're parked. We're going to jump in the van and we'll head for further north. And I'm already regretting not eating whatever that was in that picture. Well, good morning again, guys. What a lovely restful night again in a little park up right beside the beach. And we've just been saying that we really do need to do more of Portugal. Come back next year and spend at least a month because it's stunning. So while Aveiro isn't living up to our expectations, it's certainly no Venice. I did notice as I was walking down through one of the little restaurants that it had a menu Befana. So this is what eluded me back in Lisbon, the mighty Befana. Oh yeah, well I am a very happy Befana. A happy man.
Okay, me who even peace in nature, I'm kind of wishing we paid double and gone to the other side.
Rustic, they said.
This is more than rustic.
It looks like prison showers.
I kid you not, I thought it was a monkey. Who the heck brings a monkey to a campsite?
We've escaped the confines of the prison campsite. Actually no, it's really good, and it works out €16 for 2 nights. That would bring ourselves down. It's about a 5-minute walk down under the coast. Go for a little bit of a dander. And obviously, what is going on with noise? And obviously this one is on her pre-dinner scoff. Remember, feed her little and often. That's the rule around here. So Nicola had her breadsticks and that seemed to fill her up. And then, this is her doing.
Sex on the beach.
Well, that's us in Porto, and we feel all modern now because we just took our first Uber ever. The bus was taking forever.
So we accosted 2 people in the queue and we got.
Well, we said let's get an Uber, and then we all looked at each other and went, "Does anyone have the Uber app?" And we were like, "No." So I had to very quickly download the Uber app. But yeah, first up, I think it's the cathedral. Although she did say that the first up was going to be pancakes, but
I know, but we're right by the cathedral, so it makes sense.
So one of the little tips that our Uber driver gave us as he was leaving us off was we should come in and check out the station. So that's what I'm going to go in and do now. Didn't want to record this piece in there because it's very noisy. So let's go in and take a look. Well, thank you, Mr. Uber driver, because that station is
Beautiful.
I'm not quite sure what was going on with the dancing. Yeah, you know our vlog manifesto, no dancing from us.
I was really, really tempted.
It wasn't really dancing, it was more kind of trying to just wiggle various parts of your body. Right, well I think it might be time for some pancakes for someone. So let's go and see whether we can find the pancake shop.
So I've gone for the blueberry base with chantilly cream, it's whipped cream, mango,
fruit and Portuguese biscuit, crunchy topping.
And I've just gone for a coffee because I'm saving myself for a sandwich for later.
Hang on, you're meant to be helping me.
I might have the odd bite then. Guys, I'm not normally a sweet fan, but I have to say, the blueberry filling was an absolute masterstroke. And actually, quite light as well.
Look at the blueberry bit.
Yeah, the cream just disappears in your mouth. There's, yeah, like the blueberry filling is just to die for. So there's us thinking we were going to get an Uber back, maybe the bus. I think after that we're going to have to walk. That's seriously filling. Well, how was your pancake experience?
It was good, but I could eat a sandwich now.
And given the fact that I had to help her out, I was literally just thinking to myself, I may have busted my chances of having the Francescia.
They're two different stomachs.
Unfortunately, both of mine are normally on show. Right, onwards. Time to walk off some of those pancakes. So I've just walked by a couple who were having the Francescia, which is a sandwich that Porto is famed for. But you know what? I think I'm going to chicken out.
No!
Because it just looks like there's too much cheese on that bad boy.
You can take the cheese off. You've got to have it.
That looks like too much sandwich for me. I'm losing my touch. Ooh. But you just go back and ask them for a little nibble, shouldn't I? We're now crossing the Point Louis I bridge, I believe, which actually takes us across to the port houses on the south side. Actually sound like I know what I'm talking about. And you might wonder why Nicola isn't in this little segment. Well, if you notice, I'm actually kind of walking along the road and you know how freaked out she is about cars. So rather than her running away mid-sentence, she's on up ahead. We're on the lower level now. We're going to walk along the river, see some of the port houses, and then on the way back, we'll do the upper level. You can get a cable car up there as well, but I think we're still working off our pancakes. Oh, and I did see a Francescia for €11 over there, so maybe I will. Cheese and all. Hang on, what did you just say?
I'm getting a bit hungry.
How is that even possible? Actually, I know it's possible. I think you're coming up to your what? 2
hours.
2 o'clock feed, yeah? At least you don't ask me to burp you. So still trying to work up an appetite. We've made
my fault now, we've stopped to have a cocktail. Well, I'm having a cocktail.
So we're in Sandeman's, one of the port distributors. And when in port, why not? You've gone for the cocktail, I've just gone for a standard little port. But I must admit, I'm starting to come back around to the idea of a Francescia.
Get a few more miles in, you'll be gagging for it.
Not sure about that. So how's your cocktail?
Delicious, it's really, really
and you know
good.
What?
Really good.
I could get into port. That's quite nice actually. That's not too shabby at all.
The thing about putting fruit juice in cocktails is they just taste like fruit juice, so I could just neck that. It's really lovely, really
And the
lovely.
most dangerous thing is we're very close to market stalls as well, so...
Oh, delicious.
And of course I almost feel quite educated and kind of suave. Little do they know, I'm about to put my face in a big cheese sandwich. Well, this is beautiful. We've actually come up on the top level of the bridge where the tram actually runs along, and it's stunning. The views are absolutely fantastic. Although I think we've just seen somewhere that would like to kind of stop in at tonight, a little swim up bar.
Wow.
Beautiful. So we're on the hunt for the Prego, but actually the cafe that we're going to, Cafe Santiago, was actually what I had pinned as the potential location for my Francescia. I'm gonna have to learn how to pronounce that, but I'm I'm pretty sure I'm not going to go for that because that just looks like too much cheese. So yeah, I think it's Prego hunt. Find it. Guys, I've wimped out. The Francesca will have to wait for another day. The closest I'm going to get to it, it's on my placemat. Maybe next time, but yeah, I think the cheese would have beaten me. So, and I'd like to carry on the rest of my day. And I think if I had that now, that would have been me over. It would have been Uber to bed, please. So I actually went for one of their specialities in the hot dog sticks. And you know what? It ain't too bad at all. Excuse the groaning from my left, your right. Nicola has discovered, do you remember us in Ghent having the meaty fries, the meaty frites? Nicola's got stuck into the frites. Ooh. And she's got a Prego, which is amazing as well. Ooh, is it a label for me?
Give me that bag.
Yeah, oh, so good.
Potentially the best food I've had since we've been on this trip. Amazing. Yeah. Superb.
So guys, if you're ever in Porto, you have to come to Cafe Santiago. I kid you not. The nicest meal we've had so far. And it's just in a little kind of backstreet area. Right, well, it's time to let Nicola free in a bit of a market. And then we're going to Uber again. Get us. We're like millennials. We're really showing our age now. I didn't realise that Uber fares were kind of flexible. We were thinking, it'll be €9 again. Nope, now it's 16. But I think if we get closer to the bridge, the price will come down. Look at us, noobs on Uber. We actually worked it out. So up there, it was €16. Down here, it's €8. It's even cheaper than it was coming in. Happy days. Right, we're now looking for a white Hyundai.
White? I thought it was black.
We're looking for a black Hyundai. Come on, Ruben. Let's go home. Does anyone know how Uber works? We've been walking back and forward from the road trying to work out where our pickup spot is. And Ruben's gone. Ruben disowned us. We now have Luis. Well guys, that's us now back close to our park up. And before we switch off for the evening, can someone please tell me how the heck Uber works? Because
that was €8 and that's been...
The traffic was really, really bad. How do drivers make any money on that?
That's unbelievable.
Anyway, Luis, if you're watching this, which you would even slightly be because you've no idea who we are, thank you. Obrigado. We're going to have a little nightcap, even though it's only like 6 o'clock in the evening. And then we're going to wander back to the van, where guess what?
I'm probably going to eat something.
There you go. Feed her little and often. We'll see you tomorrow. Well, morning guys. It's actually been a few days since we picked up the camera. We've just been enjoying what we originally talked about, the prison camp. It actually turned out to be fantastic. So
yeah,
we've actually stayed here 4 nights. And say that works out about 30 quid for the 4 nights. But sadly, it is now time to leave, and not only leave the campsite, but start to make our way back to Ireland. We're heading back to Ireland to see family and friends for a bit, and then into Cambridge. So next week's vlog will be our journey north through Portugal, Spain, and then up through France, where sadly
the weather looking rubbish.
I'm not sure we're going to get this sort of weather, at least on the second half of the journey.
I'm kind of looking forward to seeing family and friends, but really I feel quite down the fact that travel's on hold for a bit.
I know. So, but anyway, we've still got 1 more week blasting up through those 3 countries, and looking forward to that. So once again, thanks a lot for following along. Oh, and by the way, we had the most incredible chicken last night. Oh,
Portuguese chicken is amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Come on, Spain, you need to up your game with the chickens.
I know. Right guys, on that note, thanks a lot for following along, and until next time, double wave. See you later. Let's go get some chicken.
You need to make a shopping list.
Chicken!